I love cars. As much as I love cars, I also do love engines. Any type of engine. Piston engine, rotary engine, even the electric engines. Or should I say electric motors? Anyways, so I have made a one piston engine. To understand this engine, we have to firstly understand how piston engine works. This is the intake, this is the compression. This is when the spark plug ignites the fuel and the air mixture. And this is actually called the power stroke. And then there's obviously exhaust. Our engine will have every stroke a power stroke. So this is my piston, and it has four of these thrusters. These thrusters provide thrust, and this is how my piston is gonna work in this game. Obviously, this will be our cylinder. It's made out of glass just because I want to see inside the engine, and this is the crankshaft. Nothing too special. Literally just the crankshaft. So yeah, these are for the weights. When you put it all together, you have this. This is my first test on basic engine. Basically how it works is when I press this switch right here, it activates the sensor on the top, and when the piston goes to the top, the sensor sees it, and it basically says to these four thrusters, like I showed before, it says to it like to activate, and the thrust activates. And because here are these wheels that provides weight, it can keep on spinning. So this is my first attempt on building it. It's kinda okay, but as you can see, there is some problems. So mainly that's because of how long the piston is powered. As you can see, it is powered for less than a second. I would say less than half a second. The four thrusters are on full power, but yeah, it feels kind of weak because of how long it is powered. So basically, how do we solve this issue? As you can see, right here we have a thruster with one logic gate, like here. When I power it, it powers like instantly, and this is basically how this thing right here works. Right? I press it, basically like a sensor. Sensor sees it, and it activates only for the time when it sees it. I needed for the sensor to see it, but activate like a little bit more, like let's say half a second. And that's where this thing comes in. I know it looks complicated, but it's really not. It's just the line of timers. So as you can see, when I press it, it is on for a little bit longer, as you can see. So yeah, this is the solution. As you can see, this is what I did here. As you can see, there is a lot of these timers. This is basically the main. This is the same system that is that one, but there's another problem now. When I spin it, the thrust is so powerful that it basically just cancels it out. I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, basically the thrust is so powerful that it basically just wants to keep it down, you know. So this is where the weight comes in. As you can see, when you put on some weight and then spin it, watch what happens. Boom. Perfect piston. As you can see. Perfect. This is what I need. As you can see, it can carry a lot of weight. Yes, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wheels. 6 plus 2. Basically 8 wheels. Wheels have weight of 4. But yeah, when you take off the weight, then it obviously doesn't work. You probably would say that is bad, but take in consideration that we are gonna build a car for this thing. A car will probably be heavy, so that's okay. I'm willing to take that the engine doesn't work if it doesn't have weight. Anyways, last thing I need for building a car, probably a gear system. If anyone knows what is this, congratulations. If you don't, this is basically like easiest vanilla scrap mechanic gear that you can make. We're gonna probably start with the dyno. I'm gonna show you how powerful this engine is, and it's actually really not powerful. So this is a part from the car. Basically how you start it, you just hit this thing and it starts up. Anyways, there is our moving engine. As you can see, it has around 40 to 45 RPM. That's not really good. It's not really bad. I mean, it is pretty slow. Taking in consideration, we are taking output from the wheel that has this gear 1:2 ratio. The main engine actually is spinning faster than the wheels, but this basically gives us a lot more torque. So yeah, if we start, as you can see, the torque, okay, we have 1 horsepower, okay, 271 newtons. Basically, when I did it previously, it had around 300 torque, something like that. Yeah, these were the results that I got previous time when I tested it by myself. 300 newtons and 1 horsepower. For reference, yeah, this right here, this is level 1 gas engine, right? To the lowest point. As you can see, we're gonna put it right there. The lowest gas engine produces more RPM than my design right here. But let's see how much torque and power does it give. So this gas engine right here on level 1 with the lowest point possible is giving us more horsepower than our engine right here. Though in my testing it was okay, I'm gonna turn this off right now. In my testing it always was around 200 newtons, so our engine gets more points for the torque. Okay, this car right here, okay, this is car I made. This car right here doesn't have this engine hooked up. As you can see, this car has a level 5 gas engine. As you can see, we can turn this to the lowest possible point. Yeah, as you can see, if we try to use the gas engine with the lowest possible point, it does not work. It just doesn't. I hooked it up to this gear right here and it just doesn't work. You need to have it at least on the second for it to at least move a bit, right? But for the whole car to move, as you can see, about a half. And yeah, this is the fastest it goes. If you obviously crank it up, then yeah, the car will move, obviously. It doesn't consume a lot of fuel. Like if you wanted to build this car in survival with that engine right there, it will not consume a lot of fuel. It's not really fast, but it's okay. This thing right here has 4 thrusters, right? So what would happen if we put 4 thrusters like this? Would it be faster or more fuel efficient? So let's put here, let's say around, okay, let's put 12 gas. It only is 8 right here because the 4 is already consumed by the thrusters. Thrusters consume a lot of fuel. So let's power this. Let's see how long can we actually drive with this. With 12 fuel. And that's about it. That's about it. We drove from there back here and we consumed 12 fuel. Well, this engine ran us from around here to around there, and we did a little bit like a bigger circle, and it only consumed around 1 to 2 fuel. Let's actually show how efficient this car is. So basically this uses the piston that I made. Basically, as you can see, 8 fuel right here, 4 is already consumed. They are in the thrusters. Basically, how you start this engine is really cool. You basically turn it on and you just hit this thing right here, and it will eventually start. Oh, as you can see, here we go. Oh my god, I don't know. I love these thruster type engines. They look so cool. But yeah, this is how it all works. As you can see, the gear is actually making us a lot more torque right here. Okay, we're already out of fuel, and there's only 2 thrusters working, I think. Yes. Yeah, so for reference with that car, this car is the most fuel consuming and the most inefficient. So in the first place, we have that car's level 5 engine. Then there is thrusters on the back without this engine thing, and this is basically the worst. Okay, let's put 60 fuel in so we can drive for longer. Oh yeah, we have to start it. Okay, here we go. This just looks so cool. Would I recommend building this? No, as you can see, the speed is also really bad. I mean, we are cruising, but you know, if you are in creative, sure, making something like this is like really cool, but if you're a survival, I wouldn't recommend this thing. Let me know what you think of this engine in comments down below. Maybe you have some suggestions how to improve it. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel so don't miss any new videos. With that said, take care and peace.